Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Candle and Knowledge Redux. Now, I know some of you who might be watching this video, you're saying to yourself, what the hell is Candle and Knowledge? Matter of fact, who the hell is this guy speaking to me right now? Well, let me back up just a little bit. My name is Jarvis Smith, and I am a podcaster, creative person overall, pretty much a storyteller. I use a variety of different tools that I have access to, microphones, audio equipment, and stuff like that to tell stories, to create, music in the past, a long time ago, back in the 2000s. Shout out to my boy Q, and also do audio storytelling like this. This is really exciting for me right now because now I am stepping into the video format with my journey and my experiences overall, and a podcast series that I created called Candle of Knowledge. Essentially, when I created Candle of Knowledge, it was about telling the story about my family, in particular, my mother and my father who passed away. My father passed away in August 2011. My mother passed away in July of 2017. So the concept of it was to create a podcast that was going to immortalize their legacies and the lessons they taught my brother and I'm the youngest, of this entire journey that we've been throughout our lives, and how we can take these lessons, apply it to our lives, and pass it on to the next generation, which I'm also an uncle to my nephew, and so on and so forth. Now, I've been doing this podcast since 2017. It started out with roughly 4 different iterations of it. The first 3 were like these volumes that I called them. They were just collections, seasons of episodes, really just breaking down experiences that I had throughout my childhood, throughout my teenage years, my young adult years, etc., then bringing them forward and applying the knowledge and the wisdom that my parents gave me. And also maybe providing some backstory with some of the creative things that I was doing at the time. Really just kind of introducing myself to my audience, but at the same time, adding my personality to it. And talking about how I was navigating through the grieving process and how some of these experiences that I've had as I've gotten older, I was able to maybe understand them a lot more with this perspective that my parents have gave me, and also just my own personal experiences. So that was like the first 3 volumes overall. I had a few bonus episodes in there too. So that was roughly 2017 all the way up into 2020 or so, or it's 2019. Then around that time, definitely by 2020, I took a nice long break from the podcast. So from like 2020 up until like 2024, I had no new episodes come out at all. Essentially, just went on a 4-year hiatus. That's because I was experiencing different things, working through different creative projects, etc. But then I came back with Candle and Knowledge Rebirth in the spring of 2024, around that time. And the concept of that podcast was to reimagine the series, and this time bring it forward with some of the different experiences that I had, just with a more mature mindset. When I started the series, I was roughly 30 years old. I was 35 years old by the time I got to the rebirth period of Candle Knowledge in 2024. And now I just want to kind of share those experiences. I had my first international trip over there to London and Paris. So I want to share those experiences. I want to share my experiences about updates about my health and my perspective on that, my thoughts on love, marriage, and family, my thoughts on my close friends and how they motivate me throughout my experiences, and so many other things as well. So after having that experience, I was saying to myself, what else can I do with this series? And finally, the video format, which has been something I've been dying to do for quite some time, but I want to do it right. People who know me very well, I don't just do anything just to do it. I prefer quality over quantity of things. That's just the type of person that I am. Everyone's different, but I prefer quality. So until I can really execute on my vision and get it right, I was going to take my time until I stepped into video, because now in the year 2025, at the time of me making this video right now, it has roughly been 25 years that I have been working with audio. Started out creating music. Then I went over there to doing some other creative things with audio, but then now stepping into podcasting, storytelling stuff. And now here I am here with this video series. And I'm really excited about it. At the age of 36 that I am, and I say that with great confidence, I'm excited about to bring these new ideas here to this format of video and mixing it with the audio and some other ideas that I have to introduce into the series throughout. One of the biggest things I'm excited about that I could never do before when I was doing the audio only series of Candle Knowledge is this: stand up. That's right. I could never actually stand up when I was recording the podcast. All right. When I was doing the audio only, I was locked into a chair. microphone, not in hand, just on a little boom arm and doing my thing. I know that may seem like not a big deal to some of y'all, but to me, that's a very big deal. Another thing is, I'm right here in the place that I actually record my podcast in my little creative studio right here. This is my workstation works. That's what I've always called my creative workstation. My workstation works. And also, I think what makes this even more exciting is that this is going to feel more live. You know, when I was doing the audio series, I was just kind of putting it together, collecting different ideas and kind of editing things together. And I still like to edit, and I will do that here for the video series. But just this live feeling that I can do now, I can move around, hold my little XLR microphone with the cable. This is the Sennheiser right here. So people who know about this mic, you know about this mic. And I can have a lot more fun with it. I'm using some new pieces of gear so I can just introduce that and kind of have some different ways to express the creativity, but also show the creativity as well, because I'm a person who likes to hop onto these videos, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and see people's creative process, see people's creative setups. That gets me inspiration. So for the fellow people who are like that, hopefully you get some inspiration from there too. But also, I think that this video format will allow me to add a little bit more connection to the people who have been following me for quite some time and been listening to the audio only portion of the series for quite some time. And if you're brand new to this series overall, you're brand new to just me for that matter, I appreciate you checking it out. I really do. It means a lot. But this time around for this journey, I'm going to revisit some ideas from the original Candle Knowledge series and bring it to the video format. I'm definitely going to introduce some new things to Candle Knowledge and bring it to this format. But also, I'm going to provide an update about where I've been at and what I've been up to. It's been 1 year later for a lot of things, and it's not just Candle Knowledge. I'm excited about what's to come. I'm excited about how this is all going to play out. This is just the beginning. So if you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, I hope so, because this microphone, again, if you know about this mic, you know about this mic, then go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, follow, all those fancy things that you normally do for things that you're interested about when it comes to video. Until then, this is just the beginning, and I'm really excited for this journey, and there's going to be a lot more stories to come.